You come in with the Six of Pentacles, a Nine of Cups, a Three of Cups, and an Eight of Pentacles. If you're new to my channel, every week I do a love reading for all 12 signs, and I always take a look at the other person in this particular connection. So Sagittarius, your person is coming in with the Hanged Man, Emperor energy, the Queen of Wands, wow, and the Ace of Wands. What's the connection here for Sagittarius and their person? Damn, there's your power card showing up. Okay, and in bottom of the deck, we have a Queen of Cups. Wow. All right, well, Sagittarius, as I said, welcome to my channel. Welcome to my readings. What's the connection here? Temperance energy. This is your card in tarot, and so we call this your power card. Temperance is all about very much your nature, okay? And full disclosure, I'm a Sagittarius, so I get it. I have 4 planets in Sagittarius, right? Including my sun and my ruler, Jupiter. So, you know, Sagittarius is all about that cooking, you know, that the art of sort of alchemy, creating something out of adding a bit of this, adding a bit of that, tempering yourself to maintain. Oftentimes, temperance is about maintaining a particular position, right? While the rest of the world around you is swirling around and, you know, maybe even attacking, right? But maintaining tempered. So let's take a look at the energies. We're going to come back to this temperance energy between you and your person. It's quite interesting, but how do you and your person come in over the next couple weeks? So you're coming in with Six of Pentacles. Your person's coming in with Hanged Man energy. For you, Sagittarius, there's a feeling here of wanting to share your life, wanting to share your physical life, your environment, your space, your time. Your person is coming in with Hanged Man. Now, Hanged Man is an interesting energy. It's really oftentimes talking about being really devoted or committed to a particular outlook. Maintaining a viewpoint or maintaining a position where you are unique in that, right? You're maintaining a sort of stance, a stance that oftentimes nobody else can understand. But through maintaining that stance, through holding on, sometimes we get enlightenment. You can see the halo of enlightenment. Sometimes we don't, Sagittarius. Sometimes we hold on to things, and the only thing that happens as a result of holding on, and oftentimes very stubbornly holding on to a way of being that you think is correct, oftentimes it can not lead to, you don't have an epiphany or enlightenment or anything or inspiration coming in. In fact, you just become quite lazy and frozen in space. So we'll see how that's going to turn out. This is the energy that your person is coming in with. So let's start with the clarifiers. We'll move everything over a little bit so we can see more of the cards. But let's begin by going a little bit deeper. I want to get a little bit deeper here with that Six of Pentacles, Sagittarius. Show me some more of the energy that Sag is coming in with. Wow. Okay, here we go. And Judgment. Uh-oh. Five of Cups and Judgment. There's a hurt. Reconciliation, forgiveness needed. Queen of Swords comes in for your person and Nine of Swords. Okay, right away. Listen, I'm going to tell you right away, Sagittarius, this is a reading for you with a person in your life where you are connected, and there's history here. Okay? There is a lot of history here. There may have been some pain here. There may have been a breakup here. Because as I come to you, what do we see here? We have a Four of Cups, a loss, right? Remembering something that was important to you, right? Something that was very important to you, and it's gone. You miss it. It's sad. You know, you're like, damn, I miss it. I miss my boo, maybe. And then Judgment. Judgment is all about forgiveness. So something is coming in here that is providing an opportunity for forgiveness and moving on, reconciliation. Your person coming in with a Queen of Swords and a Nine of Swords. So this is quite interesting. Again, I believe, Sagittarius, you're dealing with somebody who wants to come in and lay their heart out on the table. They want to lay their cards out on the table. They want to lay everything out on the table. Queen of Swords is all about clarity, but she's, in this instance, she's also about being very honest with who you are. Being very, very honest with who you are. She's been through a lot to get to where she is at. And so, listen, this right away, this feels strongly like somebody's trying to come back into your life that caused you a lot of pain in the past, right? And they want reconciliation. They want forgiveness more than anything with that judgment. They want to turn a corner. They want to, I want to say, perhaps not necessarily let go of the past, though. I do feel like this person is coming in to fix what has happened or to somehow rectify it. This honesty, they're nervous though. Nine of Swords, right? They're very, very nervous. You're dealing with somebody, Sagittarius, who wants to come in and wants to explain it to you. They want to explain everything to you. Why they were the way they were, why they caused you pain, where they're at now, right? They want to have a very important conversation with you about it all. Hanged Man energy is there because I do feel like it feels here like they are committed, right? And convinced that what they intend and what they see is correct, right? It may be that the whole world around them is telling them, no, you're not seeing things correctly. Your individual is like they are insistent that what they see is what they see, right? And they see something here with you. But they absolutely, Sagittarius, right away, boom, this person is coming in from your past. This is someone who you felt very strongly about. And they are coming in to fix, to set some things straight. But they are very nervous about it. They're very anxious about it. You may be dealing with somebody who's never really been honest with you before. So how do you both see each other? You see them as Nine of Cups and they see you as an Emperor, right? When you see them, you see, it's interesting because Nine of Cups can be quite smug, happiness, right? But it is happiness. I don't feel smugness here. Interestingly enough, though, it does feel like this person may have told you, Sagittarius, they may have told you before that that everything would work out. It's kind of weird. They have this quiet confidence about this connection, despite the fact that there has actually been some shadow here and some issues here. There have been some problems here. You both have had some issues with each other. But even through all of that, and I want to say through breakups, because there's definitely been breakups here. Five of Cups, judgment, reconciliation coming in. There's definitely been breakups here, but it's kind of interesting because even through the breakups, they have maintained, right, this feeling that they will still always be with you. They will still always get you back, or that you two have some kind of future together. It's very, very interesting energy. So when you see them, this smugness that I feel, this smug energy here, it's like they may have even told you, listen, you're not going to ever get rid of me. And not in a weird, stalky way, but in a way like, look, even though we're having issues, I'm always going to love you. And I know that we're going to get back on track at some point. This has been kind of a stubborn confidence here with this person. I think it's irritated the hell out of you. They see you as an emperor. All right. So whatever is going on with your life right now, especially when we come to that Six of Pentacles and your power card showing up, right? Emperor is your sister sign, Aries. So we have Sagittarius, you have Aries showing up in your life in general and separate from this individual, because I do feel like this is somehow someone coming back into your life, right, from your past. So clearly that indicates that you've been on your own. You may have had other partners in the meantime, but it does feel like you're single right now. But you are resonating very highly with a lot of giving and loving energy physically with that Six of Cups, physically with your sort of wisdom, with your skill, with your knowledge. They see that you are in control, Aries energy. Let's go deeper. Let's go deeper. We always go deeper. And as I say, chances are you're brand new to my channel. You're brand new to my readings. So thank you very much. Cross watchers, you are always welcome. Sometimes my readings are for you. I'm going to tell you right now. Sometimes the readings are for the cross watcher. But today, Sagittarius, it is firmly your reading. Show me more about how you see this person. They are your... Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you still love them. Of course you still love them. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is one of these kind of... almost tragic romance, almost tragic. Tragic would be, tragic usually means it's tragic, usually means there isn't a happy outcome. But this is one of these interesting readings where you guys have been irritated and you've gone through a lot of different things, but it's like you and this person deep down inside maintain that you have a soulmate connection. Lovers in the world? Come on, show me more about Aries. Yep. The battle and the choice. First of all, Sagittarius, the world and lovers for you. The world is completion. It's the final card in the major arcana. So here we're talking about a major stage in your life that is coming to a close, but coming to a close in a very fated, destined way. This is not just something ending. This is something that in your life that was a stage that was always meant to end this way, if you know what I'm saying. You get what I'm meaning, right? World also indicates that you're closing a chapter, starting a new chapter, but where you're closing and starting is exactly where you're supposed to be in life. It's exactly on your path. You're exactly where you should be. So there is a sense. So when something ends in that way, that's when we have closure. When we're not really on our path, we're not really following where we should be going, or we're not really where we should be at, and things end, there's always a lingering because there isn't closure. That lovers is there. Gemini energy. You love this person. You see them as your soulmate connection, your divine harmony, your divine harmony, the divine harmony to you. If you're a vibration, your soulmate is a harmonic, and you're a harmonic of them. 6 in tarot is the number for harmony. Okay, and together a harmony vibrates. It's not static. There's reverberations. For your person, they see you, as I said, as an emperor, but they also see, interesting, when they see you, they see this battle and this choice. 5 of Swords, choice. They can see that for you, you've made certain choices, difficult choices. I'm going to say that they can see that you've chosen recently, you've made that difficult choice to sort of step away from some battles in your life. 5 of Swords is the card for some tarot decks, especially the Thoth deck. It's called a card for defeat. But when I say defeat, it's like understanding that you've been waging a battle with someone or something in your life that was never a fair fight, right? This other thing that you were battling was never going to battle fairly. It was never, it was a rigged fight from the beginning. And also you kind of come to this understanding that the battle is the point. The fight is the point. Oftentimes when people are fighting, it's not about anybody, especially when you're battling. When I say battling, a battle, right? Back and forth. Oftentimes the battle is the point, not who's right, not who's wrong, but the discord, right? That energy of, that energy is the point. And in that space, you can't thrive. And so when we say defeat, we talk about like taking the higher road type of defeat, deciding to just not engage. Okay, you're right. I'm just not going to engage. Deciding that, winning this is, first of all, ridiculous and not possible. And, it's not about that, right? So if you can't win, you can't lose. It's about deciding not to do it. And they can see that this is a very difficult choice, but you are making it. Right? You are choosing. I believe that this anxiety that they see here, we have quite a few swords cards here. So there's a lot of anxiety, a lot of mental sort of, I want to say, not anguish, but thoughts and thinking going down the rabbit hole here for your person. And I do believe that they are a little bit anxious about what you're going to decide here. because they can see that you've resonated up with that Aries. You're definitely in control of your life. Certainly, I would say more in control than you were before, perhaps when you two were together in one of your phases of being together. I do apologize for my throat. I've been doing a lot of readings the last couple days. So in any case, they can see that they're going to have to convince you, right? That's the feeling I have here. They're going to have to convince you that this battle the two of you had before is not going to be there anymore, that this is over, that this is part of this closure and ending. This is a very tentative reconnection, reconciliation, or I want to say what did it, like, just coming together, right? A trying again, right? A reunion, almost a tentative kind of reunion. Feels to me here like every time the two of you get together, you never know, there may be fireworks. You may indeed be dealing with an Aries. They see you as an Aries, but you may be dealing with another fire sign. You may be dealing with another Aries or another Sagittarius. We're going to pull Zodiac runes later on, so please stay tuned for that. But how do you guys see the relationship? 3 of Cups for you, Queen of Wands for them. So this is interesting. This position is for how you each see the relationship or your place in it. For you, you have 3 of Cups. There's a feeling here of celebration and happiness and joy. For them, interesting, they have that Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is all about surviving something very, very difficult and coming out of the other end stronger, right? The Queen of Wands is the strongest queen in the deck for surviving harrowing situations, difficult situations, long night of the soul situations where you really have to dig deep and work on your own issues, right? Situations that bring obstacles and burdens in your life that force you to kind of step up, right? So the Queen of Wands is very passionate, very quirky, very, she's so unique and creative. And so it's interesting that your person sees this relationship, this connection here for them, the relationship and the connection they have with you in and of itself, they see as something enduring, right? Something enduring, something strong. The connection itself is strong. Even if you guys have had problems in the end, something about this union, this relationship is strong. Show me more about that Queen of Wands. Yes, there's your happiness card. Okay. 6 of Cups, happiness, affection. Let me see more of that 3 of Cups. Show me more for Sagittarius on that 3 of Cups. Love. Yes, Ace of Wands, Ace of Wands. You can't make it up. You see me shuffling. You can't make it up. This is real. 6 of Cups, love, energy here with that Magician. They see that this relationship and connection has the power to make it through any difficult situation. 6 of Cups, some of you have known each other for a very long time. Some of you have been lovers and soulmates in previous lives. 6 of Cups talks to affection. Again, another 6. Harmony, affection, deep, deep love, memories, right? Connections that last. Some of you have known each other since children in this lifetime. Some of you have known each other in lifetimes before. Some of you may not have met until recently. For some of you, this reading may not, you may not have been together for years and years. You may have only been together a year or the last year or two, I would say, right? But during that time, you've been together long enough for some of you that there was an issue, that there was a moment where something happened that caused you a lot of pain. You'd been together long enough that this reconciliation and this feeling of wanting to be forgiven is strong. So this is what I'm saying. For some of you, no, you may not have been physically together in this lifetime for a long time, but you certainly were together in another lifetime, right? And it's endured. And this is what your person knows. Deep in their heart, they know that. For you, that celebration, 3 of Cups, reforging the alliance, coming together. And what do you have? A 2 of Cups and an Ace of Wands. Bringing them back into your life. You want to have them in your life, Sagittarius. You want them in your life. You want to share your life with them. You miss them. And this is what is really interesting here, Sag. This Five of Cups is not really speaking that much to any fault on their part or any toxicity. I haven't really felt that or mentioned that much. Yes, there was pain here, right? Clearly there was pain, and that's just common sense. Every relationship, there's some issue, fights, etc. But there was clearly some pain. But really what's most important here is the separation, the longing. You two have been away from each other long enough that all you want is to be together again. Ace of Wands, you want a new chance here. Ace of Wands is a new beginning in love. Ace of Wands, Ace of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. Here we're talking about final energies. Let's take a look. Final energies for you. Now, I don't clarify these cards here because this final energy position, it's just a whisper of what might be coming next. It's just a hint of how you guys come out of this, you know, out of this, right? For you, Sagittarius, working. You continue to work on your own thing, your life, your goals, but you also continue to work on this relationship. You're prepared to put effort here into this relationship. For whatever reason, you realize this, it's not going to, for whatever reason, the two of you, this connection is not an easy connection, but that's not what this reading is about. For them to have Ace of Wands. So again, a new love, a new stage here, a new beginning here with you. Right? So this isn't a new beginning with a new person. This is the new beginning with a soulmate that you've been with and vice versa. But that Eight of Pentacles, it feels to me strongly here, Sagittarius, like you are prepared now, if you haven't been before, to put that effort in. The connection here is Temperance. When we come back to Temperance, yeah, it's about both of you being, this relationship is a relationship that requires temperance. I feel strongly some of you are absolutely dealing with another fire sign. We have Queen of Cups, and there's your Five of Cups again, that longing, that missing. Some of you really missed each other. Really missed each other. Queen of Cups energy is there. Desire to nurture and love. The Queen of Cups, we have a couple queens here. Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is about nurturing and going into that deep level. She's the empathizer. She's the one who understands where you're coming from. You know, the great mother, the one who brings you to, you know, brings you in, the one who hugs you, the one who lets you cry with her, right? The one who lets you go deep, deep, deep. So there's a feeling here of wanting to go deeper with each other. This is, listen, this is a nice reconciliation, you know. And it's kind of cool because now I kind of provide a couple of excerpts from the reading at the beginning of the video. So when I'm starting the reading, I don't know what's, you know, I don't know what's coming out. The excerpts that y'all see, you know more about this reading than I did, right? So now I know. And this is just really, really beautiful. And let's pull some Zodiac energies. And then I'm going to actually pull Zodiac runes to see what Zodiac signs you might be dealing with. We have devotion, escape, and inspiration. Wow. Devotion is here. Deep devotion, right? Saturn in Libra energy. Devotion. Beautiful. You guys are devoted to each other through thick and thin. Escape. Mars in Pisces, right? There's a feeling here of escape, wanting to escape. Perhaps wanting to escape together, right? Inspiration. Beautiful. Now, inspiration, I was talking about this with that Hanged Man. Inspiration, Mercury in Pisces. So you have Pisces energy coming in a couple times in this reading. It does feel like your person has indeed, there's a feeling here that there was a way or some kind of outlook your person had been holding on to, right? But as a result of this, I'm going to say separation that you had that caused all of this sort of longing for each other, there was an inspiration that came in for them. There was some kind of understanding that has come in for them, some kind of truth that has come in for them as a result of just maintaining a certain outlook, right? And then realizing the experience afterwards. See what I'm saying? It almost feels like Yes, they have been sure about this connection being something that will continue in the future, but also there has been something about who they are, that they were that person, or they were that aspect of them was there for so long, and then they've understood something about it, right? There was some kind of inspiration that has come in about it, and that is going to be for some of you what they talk about. Because there's a big conversation coming. Queen of Swords has a lot to say. Okay, let's pull out your zodiac sign. Some of you are dealing with a Capricorn. Some of you are dealing with a Scorpio. Damn. Okay, Sag. And some of you are dealing with a Pisces. So this is what I'm talking about. We have a lot of Piscean energy that showed up here. Mars and Mercury in Pisces. Some of you absolutely dealing with a Pisces. You may have Pisces in your chart. Okay, you may have Capricorn or Scorpio in your chart, or that may be the case with the person in this connection. That's it, Sagittarius cross watchers. Thank you so much for joining me. This is Bow and Arrow Tarot, and chances are you're new to my channel and new to my love readings. Each and every week I do a weekly love tarot outlook that kind of lasts over the next couple of weeks for any particular connection that you have. And this reading is a beautiful, beautiful reading for a Sagittarius that is reconnecting, coming back together with someone in their life that they have a deep connection with, a deep soulmate connection. Yes, there's been trouble here. Yes, there's been issues. But this reading was really just about the longing that you each have for each other, and this like real desire to come together in a completely new way, a whole new chapter opening up for you. This is a beautiful reading, and I hope you resonated with it. Thank you so much for joining me. I wish you and all the people in your life love, life, and happiness, and I hope to see you guys back on my channel for your next tarot reading. Bye-bye now.